Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode. Have you ever wondered how the US picks its president? I already told you in my previous podcast also. With Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, both are running in 2024 as we know that. The race is incredibly close and many Americans are on the edge about the outcome. In this episode, we will break down why this election is so tight, what factors are influencing voters, and what historical precedents could give us insights into this year's race. We will delve into the Electoral College, discuss the implication of race and class on voting behavior, and highlighting the importance of swing states. And the dynamics of this election are shaped by a variety of factors, and it's crucial to understand them to get a clearer picture of what's stakes in 2024. So, let's start with Electoral College. It's a key factor. So, the Electoral College, which play a pivotal role in the US election. In the US election, in the US presidential election, the US president is not chosen by the total number of votes nationwide, known as the popular vote. Instead, each state has a set number of electoral votes based on its population. This system was designed to balance the influence of smaller states with larger ones, ensuring that every state has a voice in the election. So there are 538 electoral votes in total, and a candidate needs 270 to win the election and to become a president of the United States. And the distribution of these votes are uneven. For example, California has a 55 electoral votes due to its large population, while states like Wyoming, which has much smaller population, only have 3 votes. This imbalance can lead to insignificant disparities between the popular vote and the electoral result. Many states use the winner take all system, where the candidate who received the most votes in that state get all of its electoral votes. This means that even a small margin of victory can lead to a significant gain in electoral votes, making it possible for a candidate to win the presidency without winning a national popular vote. This has happened before. In 2000. George W. Bush lost the popular vote to Al Gore, but won the presidency through the Electoral College. And even in 2016, Donald Trump did the same against Hillary Clinton. And the implication of this system are profound. It encourages candidates to focus their efforts on swing states, those states that can reasonably by won by either major party, either it's be a Republican or might be a Democrat, while often neglecting states that are considered safe for one party or other. This means that voters in a swing states have more influence over the outcome of the US elections than the states that are solidly red or blue. This election is special for several reasons. First, it's taking a place during a time of deep division in American society, not just politically but also socially and economically. The landscape has changed significantly since the last presidential election, and many factors could sway the result in unexpected direction. One significant factor is voter turnout. The high voter turnout typically benefits Democrats candidates, and analysts expect turnout to be exceptionally high in 2024, possibly reaching to 66 to 67% of the population. This could mean around 165 million Americans casting their votes and making it one of the largest election in the US history. Historically, higher turnout rates have been associated with more progressive candidates, which could work in Kamala Harris' favor. Moreover, the polarization within the electorate is palpable, right? The Americans are more divided along party lines than ever, with many voters firmly entrenched in their beliefs. The 2020 election saw an increase in voter engagement and activism, particularly among young voters and minority communities. These demographics shift will play a very critical role, in shaping the outcome of the 2024 election. In addition to the voters' demographic, the states of the economy, issues like healthcare, immigration, And climate change and the public perceptions of each candidate's handling of these issues will heavily influence voters' decision. For instance, if the economy is performing poorly in the months leading up to the election, it could sway voters. It could might be influence the voters away from the incumbent party regardless of who the candidate is. Now, let's talk how at race. Now let's look at how race and class impact voting behavior. The United States is in a melting pot of cultures and ethnicities, and this diversity is reflected in the voting pattern of the different racial groups. Approximately 67% of the voters are white Americans, and this group largely supports Donald Trump, particularly those without college degree. And many of these voters feel economically disenfranchised and see Trump as a candidate who represents their interests and concerns. And on the flip side, Kamala Harris has a strong backing from black and Hispanic voters. However, her support among these groups is not guaranteed. Some voters, especially with the black community, feel that the Democratic Party has not fully addressed their needs or represented their interests adequately. This sentiment might could lead to lower turnout among these groups if they feel disillusioned or unmotivated to vote. Education play a critical role in shaping these voting patterns. Many Trump supporters lack college degrees, which has become a significant demographics within the Republican Party. The data shows that 50% of Republican voters do not have a college degrees, indicating indicating a clear divide in educational attainment and political affiliation. This division, I mean, this division highlights the broader class struggle in the United States, in America. So, and where those with lower educational background often feel left behind in the current economy. Furthermore, economic anxiety is prevalent among many other voters, regardless of their race or educational level. Issues like job security, wages, and access to quality education are top of mind for many Americans. Candidates who can effectively address these concerns and connect with voters on a personal level may have a better chance of swaying undecided voters. Right? The battle for swing states is crucial in this election, as these are the states that could tip the balance in the favor of either candidate. Currently, seven key swing states stand out: Pennsylvania, Georgia, North Carolina, Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Iowa. These states have shown a tendency to flip between Democratic and Republican candidates in recent last couple of elections, making them critical battlegrounds. For example, in the 2020 election, Pennsylvania and Michigan were pivotal in Joe Biden's victory, right? And as a both states swing from Donald Trump in 2016. Trying to say that in 2020, Pennsylvania and Michigan supported Democrats' victory, and on a contrary, when we back in 2016, they both state Pennsylvania and Michigan supported Donald Trump, and this back and forth nature of swing states underscore the fluidity of voters' sentiments and highlights the importance of grassroots campaigning and targeted messaging in these regions. The demographics of these swing states are diverse and often reflect the national electorate larger trends. Factors such as an urban versus rural population, income level, education attainment significantly influencing the voting pattern in these areas. Campaign strategies must adapt to address the unique concerns of voters in each swing state to build a winning coalition. Moreover, voter suppression tactics and changes to voting laws in various states can significantly affect turnout. Also, issues like voter ID laws, restrictions on mail in voting, and gerrymandering create obstacles that disproportionately impact the minority and low income voters. The the candidates who can navigate these challenges and ensure that their supporters can vote will have a distinct advantage. As we approach the 2024 election, it's essential to recognize the historic significance of this race. If Kamala Harris wins, she should become the first women president in the United States history, a monumental achievement for gender representation in politics. However, the reality is that many Americans may not be fully ready to accept a female president, which could impact her chances at the ballot box. The division between various demographic groups based on race, class, and education is more pronounced than ever. The political landscape is shifting rapidly, and the result of the 2024 election could reflect a broader societal change or reinforce existing divides. Candidates must engage with voters in a meaningful ways and demonstrate that they understand and can address their concerns. Additionally, the role of social media and technology in shaping public perceptions cannot be overlooked. Misinformation, targeted ads, and social media campaigns have become central to modern political strategies, influencing how voters perceive the candidates and even their platforms. Navigating this complex media landscapes will be a crucial for, both Kamala Harris and Donald Trump as they seek to reach voters and sway public opinion in their favor. So, in conclusion, the 2024 election is shaping up to a tight race influenced by electoral college, societal divisions, and the unique dynamics of swing states. Even if Kamala Harris secures more votes nationwide, Donald Trump could still win more electoral votes under the winner take all system as seen in previous elections that happened in 2016 and in 2000, where George Bush got the majority. So, as the election approaches, every rally, debates, campaign strategies will matter. The future direction of the United States hang in the balance, and both candidates will need to articulate their vision clearly and compellingly to resonate with voters. The questions remain: who will ultimately win this election? Only time will tell. So wait for November 5 or probably January 20, but no one thing is certain. It will be a historic moment in the US politics. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button and subscribe for more political updates about elections across the globe. Thanks for watching and listening.